Good morning, everyone. This is Misty. I'm just so happy to be with you guys today. I miss you so much. I just want to say how proud I am of all the hard work you've been doing. You know, there's a lot going on in the world right now and a lot going on in your homes, but we still need to keep our brains stretching and growing. And every time you're working hard at school, you're doing that. So I'm just really proud of you. I want to go over your math assignments for this week. So we're going to be focusing on wrapping up our learning on customary measurement. Also going back to where we were before we left 3 weeks ago, which was multiplying and dividing fractions. So we're picking right back up with some new learning. I have assigned the Khan Academy fraction units. We haven't been on Khan Academy before, so I want to make sure you all go in and log in and call me if you need to, and I'll help you log in. You click on your dashboard and I assigned the fraction unit. Now in the fractions unit, you are welcome to go straight to the quizzes. There's quizzes after every lesson. The quizzes are about 5 questions. Or if you're feeling really confident, you can go straight to the unit test. And as long as you show mastery on that unit test, you don't need to do any of the lessons or even any of the quizzes. So it's really just a way for me to see that we're ready to move on and that you're mastering the material. But if you miss some questions on the quizzes and you need to go back and watch the lessons and do a reteach, just like we do in class, your reteach area is going to be Khan Academy. I did also provide due dates, but they're recommendations. Work at your own pace. Definitely don't wait, and save everything at the end. But you can work harder and faster on some days and then take a little bit of a break on other days. And you can just use your checklist to help you out. Every day there'll be some sort of a YouTube lesson, and I'll make sure I send those to your parents and to you on Dojo. So if you look at our first date today, this will be for Monday, April 6th. And I recommend you use this and just check things off as you go. So the first thing, if you look, Edulastic, there's a customary measurement assessment. So please make sure you log into Edulastic and you complete that for the work that you did over the last 3 weeks. I know that we were still struggling a little bit with borrowing with mixed numbers and subtraction. So we're going to jump back in and just do some practice on that. And then also starting your Khan Academy today. Adding and subtracting fractions. And again, you may just work right through and go straight to the assessment and be done, or you may need to backtrack and kind of review some of those skills and practice and watch the lessons. So that's your work for today. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So first, find your mixed numbers. I tried to label everything with dates, so it'll help you out. And so our goal today, our standard we're working on is I can add and subtract fractions with unlike denominators, including mixed numbers. And this, as we said, was pretty much the hardest skill out there. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to work 3 problems with you. Then I'm going to ask you to work to stop the tape and work 1 on your own. And then I'm going to ask that you complete the rest today for your assignment. And these are some pretty tough problems. So here we go. Now, when I ask you questions, think just like we're in class. Pretend I have popsicle sticks, and when I ask a question, you need to all be thinking of the answer, just like if I was pulling a popsicle stick and I was right there with you. All right, so we have our first fraction. We have 3 and 12. So what is the first thing I need to do? If you said find a common denominator, you're right. So the first thing we need to do is make a common denominator, and we're going to use 12ths. All right, 3 times what is 12? 4. If you do it to the top, you got to do it to the bottom. 4 times 1 is 4. But now we have a problem. Think in your head, what's our problem? Yep. We can't subtract 11 from 4. So we're going to borrow from our whole number, and we're going to add the whole number to our fraction. So now I have 12 plus 4 is 10 and 16 twelfths. minus 6 and 11/12. I'll give you a minute to go ahead and answer that. Four and 5/12. We're going to write our magic numbers at the top. Do you remember what our magic prime numbers are? Go ahead and write them for me. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13. All right, can't divide by 2, can't divide by 3, can't divide by 5, can't divide by 7, can't divide top by bottom, done. All right, now we're going to do our next one. So I want you to think in your head, what's your common denominator going to be? $21. 3 times what is 21? Do it to the top. You got to do it to the bottom. All right, same thing. We don't have enough, so we're going to borrow 25. Now, what am I going to turn my whole into? I need a whole in 21st. Yep. 21 21st plus 7 21st is 25 and 28 21st. Now I can subtract. I'll give you a minute to do that. All right, 20, 19, 20, that's 1 plus 8 is 9 21st. All right, now what should you be thinking in your head? Yep, I can divide it by something. I can reduce it or write it in simplest form or lowest terms. So what am I going to divide both my numerator and denominator by? Yep, 3. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 21 divided by 3 is 7. Both those numbers are on our magic number prime list, so we're good to go. All right, last one that we're going to do together, and then I'm going to have you stop and try one on your own. We have 8 and 3. Eight times what is 40? Oh, I just said it. 5 times 8 is 40. 2 times 8 is 16. All right, so we're going to borrow. And I'm going to go ahead and move straight to the next step because we should be getting pretty good at this. 40 40ths plus 16 40ths is 56 40ths. All right, and I'm not going to rewrite it. Again, I write it all out so you can see, but once you start getting a little faster, you should be able to do it without writing everything down. 7 minus 3 is 4. 56 minus 37 is... Now I'll show you a really easy way how I do these is I go up. 37 plus 3 is 40. 40 to 56 is 16. 16 plus 3 is 19 40ths. Can't divide by 2, can't divide by 3, can't divide by 5, can't divide by 7, can't divide by 11, can't divide by 13, can't divide top by bottom, done. All right, at this point, go ahead and stop your tape. Give number 2 a try. And then go ahead and check your work. Start your tape again and check your work with me. And then I'll let you work on the last ones for practice on your own. All right, you should just be coming back to work with me. So we're going to go ahead and start. We need to find the least common multiple. So if I skip counted 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. And I know that doubles 11, 22, 33, 44, 55. So we're going to do a common denominator of 55. 5 times what is 55? 2 times 11 is 22. 11 times 5 is 55. 2 times 5 is 10. We're going to borrow. And I am going to write this one out because this math is a little, the numbers are getting pretty big. So we have 7 and 77/55 minus 7 and 10/55. 7 minus 7 is 0. 77 minus 10 is 67/55. Uh-oh. We have a problem here. What do we call this fraction with a number that is bigger on top? Yep, an improper fraction. So we need to pull out a whole. So a whole in 55ths would be 55/55. And if I pull out 55, I have 12/55 left. So this would be a total of 1 and 12/55. Now, can I divide by 2? Only the top. Can I divide by 3? Only the top. Can I divide by 5? Only the bottom. Can I divide by 7? Nope. 11 and 13. I can't divide the top by the bottom, so we are done. All right, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 practice problems to work on today. They're pretty tough, so use your multiplication charts, help each other out. I know for the 4 of you that are hanging out together, you can definitely work as a team. So I'm going to go back to our calendar, and I'm going to go ahead and mark off because we're assuming, and remember, you're going to take a picture of your work and when you're done, and I'm going to send you a picture of the work with a key. So we're going to assume that you did your edge elastic. I think it's less than 12 questions. They're all really, really short. We're going to assume you went online and worked on Khan Academy for your adding and subtracting fractions. That's just activating prior knowledge from the work we did. It's been 3 weeks since we've really worked on fractions. So I want to get you back in the groove. And again, you're just doing your assessments real quick. And then if you need to, you can go back and look. And then there's our fractions borrowing problems. All right, I can't wait to see you all again next time. And have a great day. Keep working hard, my mathematicians. Bye-bye.